Salve omnes, welcome to this video lesson on section 20 of Fabulae Faciles. We're in the story of Hercules, and this is called the Oracle's Reply. Ubi Hercules finem fecit, when Hercules made an end, and this is, he made an end of telling his story about killing his family. Pythia primo tacebat, the Pythia at first was silent. Tandem, at last. So tandem, remember, is a synonym for, say, postremo or denique. Last tamen, nevertheless, iusid eum ordered him ad urbem Tarinta ire, to go to the city of Tiryns. Now, Tiryns is a Greek city, and Tarinta is the third declension Greek accusative form. So Greek accusative singular for third declension ends in an alpha, or in other words, an A, so Tirinta here. So it's the equivalent of what would be like an EM ending in Latin for an accusative singular, which is what we see on urbem, right? So ordered him to go, ire, to the city of Tiryns, ad urbem Tirinta. Et iuris Dei regis omnia imperata facere, and to do, facere, all the commands, omnia imperata, of King Eurystheus. All right. So, and I should note here, just as a side note, so Eurystheus got to be king of Tiryns or Mycenae in different versions of this myth, two very famous sort of prehistorical Greek cities here, or at least proto-historical. Very early history there. These cities were ruled by Eurystheus, even though Hercules ought to have been the proper king. But according to the story, so Zeus said, okay, the person born on this day is going to be the king of Mycenae and Tiryns, and Hercules was fated to be born that day, but because Hera/Juno did not like the fact that Zeus had had this other affair again, she, as she was goddess over childbirth, or Aletheia, her daughter, who worked for her, was goddess over childbirth. She stopped Hercules from being born on that day, and Eurystheus, who was a sort of cousin of his, she sped up Eurystheus's birth so that he was born early. So this is how Eurystheus got to be the king. So it's a little bit of a strange kind of situation where now Hercules is going to serve him when he was supposed to have been the king there in the first place, right? Okay, so back to our story. Hercules, ubi haec audivit, Hercules, when he heard these things, meaning the words of the Pythia, ad urbem illam contendit, hurried, contendit, that's a synonym for properavit or festinavit, to that city, ad urbem illam. Et Eurysteo regi se in servitutem tradidit, and handed himself over, tradidit se, into slavery, in servitutem, to King Eurystheus, Eurysteo regi. All right. So, according to the usual version of the story, the oracle told him he had to do 10 labors for King Eurystheus. But you might know enough about Hercules to know that there are 12 labors, so we'll see how that works out. All right, duodecim annos crudilissimo Eurysteo serviebat. He served, serviebat, the most cruel Eurystheus, crudilissimo Eurysteo, and that was duodecim annos, for 12 years. Et duodecim labores, quos ille imperaverat, confecit. And he accomplished, or did, confecit. It's just a compound of fecit, right? 12 labors, duodecim labores. We could also say them 12 tasks or something like that, which he, or that man, meaning Eurystheus, had commanded imperaverat. Hoc enim uno modo, for in this one way, hoc uno modo, tantum scelus expiare potuit, was such a great crime, tantum scelus, able to be expiated, potuit expiare. That is, again, to basically to be purged of it, right? To be freed of this religious taboo. De his laboribus, of these labors, plurima a poetis scripta sunt. Very many things, plurima, were written, scripta sunt, perfect passive, a poetis, by the poets, ablative of agent. Multa tamen, many things, nevertheless, quae poetae narrant, which the poets tell, vix credibilia sunt, are scarcely credible, believable. All right, well, that gets us to the end of section 20. I hope that you have learned a few things here, whether it be of vocabulary or grammar or the story itself. Volete usque ad proximum